Do this for my millennium.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Mike. Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come. Watch twist. Watch twist.
3, 1.
No. Off. Slam.
1, 2.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
H3, 218. Chopper. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
1.
It's a safety creek. Watch the edge.
On third down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 27, Mariota, rush coming, and he's taken down. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Check, check, check.
3.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Alert 3. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Check that.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Flush to his right. He'll get this one complete to Davis. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Mariota, and he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
Switch.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Motion. Hey, Mike,
Mariota on 1st down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Where are they, team? One.
Slam. Watch twins.
Mariota to throw it. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
check 52.
From the gun, Mariota. He completes it to Henry. And he'll go down at the 28. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there.
First down.
Check 31. Back.
One.
Here we go. Check him up.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Benardrick McKinney. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one for.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
that.
Super tough.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Mariota. It's caught by Davis. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play, Mariota to Davis, and even 60 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. He's got Smith here. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
At the Texans' 30-yard line.
Switch gears. Check 1.
3.
Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
29 is the Mike 29. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw is Mariota. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
And the Texans' 1st
19.
down.
55. Check 13. Jumper. Kill.
Hey, we got to snap it.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 43. Under coach.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, it's Watson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Jackson. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing is Mariota. He's got his man Sharp complete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Sharp hauling it in for Mariota. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Mariota now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. To throw Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zach Cunningham. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Mariota's throw caught by Brown. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
One. Delta. I got one.
Check.
Watch twist.
Hey, alert 3. Jam.
Three.
Tight dog.
Mariota now. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
A second down throw here for Mariota. Going for it all. And this is going to be caught by Sharp for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Sharp with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Malcolm Butler dialed the corner blitz and earned the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check four.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Kill. Check 26.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Yeah, let's get second.
They'll try again with Drake. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kenyon Drake as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Where?
Check. Three. You're not ready. You're not ready. Mike, check. 59.
Hey, that QB's trash.
Here's Mariota. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Sack City, baby.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. Kenyon Drake with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll run it again with Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No. Off. Slam. 3. Check hot route. Hot. Hey, check 24. 1. Watch this. 1.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Slam. 36. Check 3. 3. Check out 3. 1. He's coming. We got double up. Whip. 1. Check 3.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch out. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check. Alert 3.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll run with Drake. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's get it.
Get set. 19. I got 24.
Show it up.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Mariota now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
Watch the twist. Shift. Check 52.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got a man, it's Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throw it, Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Mariota. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Mariota now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up with that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And got his man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw, Watson. He'll set up the screen to Drake. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. It's complete to Drake. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Reset. 19. 29.
3rd and 2, Watson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Right there.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota flushed out right. It's caught by Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Bernardrick McKinney in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Kick the edge. Come. Switch. Check 9.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, Mariota. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Undercrunch. Check safety.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Titans go. It's Mariota. Flush to his... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Check 15.
No time now.
Out of the gun, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
24 is the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On the move to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
24 seconds.
19.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
The pitch back, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
He's checking. Crash. Check. Kill.
Hey, turn it.
One.
Check 25. Check 25.
Three.
On second down, Mariota again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
29 is the Mike 29. Come on, D.
Check.
Watch twist. We got it. 29.
Fourth down, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Man up, D.
Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They'll try to run this one in, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
19.
Tight dog.
Right back to Drake. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Reset. 19. 26. To the car.
Check 6 guys.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Texans, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got 3 lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, to this nothing left. I'ma run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, try to play my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready and 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the ring.